Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are the Hoopsters League of Action Heroes, and this is our program, which is called My School is Best. And as you all know, we have with us Mrs. Suma Atri, who is the principal of Jain Public School. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Nupur.
Ma'am, before we begin, there's one question that I ask everybody. It's a standard question. Why did you agree to do this interview with us?
Nupur, it's my pleasure to be having a conversation with you on this platform of Hoopsters and sharing the best practices followed at Jain Public School. See, we at JPS firmly believe that the fundamental thinking of what education is needs to go through not just a change, but a complete transformation. We understand that there is a need to give well-rounded personalities to the society. After all, who is an educated person? The one who is confident with clarity of thinking, the one who is caring and compassionate, the one who is creative and a contributor to the society rather than just being a consumer. So here I am to share how we have made a difference in students' lives.
All right, lovely, ma'am. Lovely to hear that. So my first question, let's go right into the question. One very important thing that Hoopsters focuses on is community-based activities, where children, schools, even parents for that matter, are giving back to the community, right? So my first question to you is, are there any activities like that in your school or initiatives that your school has taken that you really want to talk about or that you feel very proud about?
Definitely. And as I said, we need to give society an educated person who is a contributor and not just a consumer. This is our main philosophy, and to make this possible, I should say that there are many aspects coming to picture. It is not that one or two programs what we do.
Right.
To begin with, I would like to say that we have one of the best infrastructures in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Our sports facilities are of international standards. JPS has come a long way in terms of academic success and other achievements. We could arrive at this point because of our able and excellent, I should say dedicated teaching and non-teaching staff.
Okay.
And with that, I feel proud to say that we have with us Dr. Chandra Jain as our chairman, who motivates us to dream big and supports in all possible ways to achieve the desired outcome. Along with this, because of many social outreach projects, as you are asking, our neighborhood supports us.
Right.
I must mention that we do have a very, very supportive parents. They are with us in all our projects. Now, talking about school outreach projects, as you're asking, our students make annual visits, class-wise. They make visits to various orphanages, old age homes, and to blind schools. With each visit, they develop, gratefulness and gratitude. They do understand how fortunate they are. They develop the habit of caring and sharing with compassion. Actually, I remember in 2019, during Kerala floods, when it happened, our students collected tons of food grain. Please remember that our students come from rural background. Many of them come from rural background. Even though they are from such and such a background, they collected tons of food grains and other needy materials to be distributed to the affected families. Every year, our students collect funds to be donated to leprosy patients. It's quite creditable, I must say.
Definitely.
they contribute the collected funds to Indian Development Foundation for Leprosy. They are, every year they do that.
Mhm.
Indian Development Foundation of Leprosy. So, and then they do go out to neighborhood villages to talk to people over there, the villagers, and to educate them on various aspects. Like, I think 2 years back they had done a AIDS awareness program. They do take up alcohol and drug abuse awareness for the people over there, and they care and they educate people on the plastic free need for plastic free surroundings. So these are the few things which I'm saying, what outreach projects we are taking. So because of that, our neighborhood, Jain Public School is really, really famous in our neighborhood. Hmm? They support us in all ways. And of course, parents are there to support us.
Lovely, ma'am. It's so lovely to hear that. Ma'am, like you said that, educated person is somebody who can become a valuable part of the community, right? So my question to you is, how do extracurricular activities play an important role in building up overall personality of children?
Correct. Now, see, what I would say is that our school, Jain Public School, firmly stands on 5 aspects, which makes us unique. Okay. See, academic goes on. Along with that, the first aspect I should say is we do give value-based education.
Okay.
We are aware that in future, just acquiring knowledge is of no value. See, many students are also sitting, so I'm telling them to now. Just acquiring knowledge is of no value. Projecting data accumulation as intelligence is going to be the thing of past.
Right.
This whole process of accumulating information, assimilating it, and processing it, and throwing bits and pieces out as knowledge will have to be done with.
Hmm.
Machines will do that in any case, and better than us.
Right.
So, and certificates, the qualification certificates may take our students up to the interview level. But what gives them, what fetches them employment is their acquired skills and values.
Mm-hmm.
So, next important aspect comes as skill development. This is very, very important. As I said earlier, our students come from all strata of society. With pride, I say that many are, first generation learners at JPS.
Wow. Okay.
First generation learners.
Wow. Okay.
This puts our teachers, in a very tough, I should say, challenging situation.
Right.
Our teachers put in their extra effort to bring out the best in each child. There is a huge responsibility on our teachers. Here, we realized the need for skill development.
Hmm.
We believe that every human being has a little bit of genius in them. The challenge of teachers is how do we produce such an atmosphere so that each child unfolds. We give a lot of importance to creative aspect of each student. Creativity, I should say, is as important as literacy. See, we ignore this aspect, creativity.
Right.
It is as important as literacy. We need to give it a same status.
Hmm.
Generally, I'm saying generally, we are not prepared to be wrong. So, we are never original, we stigmatize mistakes. The result is that we are educating students out of their creative capacity.
Hmm.
So, what we at Jain Public School do is we integrate, it's quite interesting, we integrate dance, these are skills, dance, music, art, theater, and sports with the academics, with the regular subjects taught.
Hmm.
So it's fun to learn mathematics in a dance class. About angles, different angles, positions, and areas to be covered. See, primary children love this way of this methodology of learning, teaching and learning. The concepts are deeply ingrained in them. Once the concepts are there, they can just move on. It is not rote learning. So here, skill is also looked into, and academics is also looked into at the same level, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then, now I should say, integrating subjects are our speciality. We give them training. We give students training in organic farming. Children love this activity. Under this section, skill development, we allocate space in the garden to each class. Each class is given different, little space. And they love growing vegetables, fruits, and flower garden. It is beautiful. And I should say, it gives me immense satisfaction when the students bring basket full of what they have grown to my office. In fact, during previous Independence Day, previous Independence Day, our theme was each one plant one. Fortunately, we have a huge area, so we could take up this project and the skill. So it was beautiful. We made the whole area green. Under skill development, student, as I said, this is under skill development only. They have to visit nearby villages and conduct various awareness programs. And what happens is, when they do this, they develop speaking skills. Yeah, and their presentation, they go and enact street plays there. So that's the way villages enjoy, and they learn from that. So this gives them confidence, the students confidence that yes, they can make a difference in somebody else's life. And they improve their communication skills because of this, and they learn the values themselves. It is only when we teach we learn. So students are learning. It is basically not that we are educating someone, it is educating ourselves. The more children repeat what they are doing, so they learn themselves, the value they are getting. And I should say, actually, I remember now, in a recent science fair, it was held and by the state government, and our students work on making paper out of powder was appreciated and placed first in innovative category.
Wow, lovely.
It's so amazing. Even, I was so amazed to see that my children are doing it. First, we thought, there's so much smell and all. No, but they really made paper and it has come out very well.
Yeah? Oh, very interesting.
Yes, it's very, very interesting. And I should say that, as I said, every child or every human being has a little bit of genius in them. It's just a matter of how we are giving the atmosphere to unfold their potential.
So,
yes.
One of the important things of My School is Best, the section that I'm sorry to cut you off, is that we want to hear more stories like these. Like we want the other schools to see what their peers are doing, what the other schools in the city are doing or country are doing. So one thing I'd really like to request even the children who are here is that if you've taken up any initiative through your school, please write to us. We'd love to put it up on our website, and showcase it to everyone else, because there are other children who are watching, there are other teachers who are watching. It can motivate somebody, and it's also a great way for you to really, give ideas out to people in general, right? So I request you to please, to the kids, first of all, please check out Hoopsters and check out My School is Best contest and tell us why your school is best. Tell us about your initiatives. Tell us about the different things that you're doing. So what you're saying, ma'am, this is so, actually, it's very interesting to see that, children come up with so many innovative ideas on their own, or sometimes with the push of teachers. And there is always, like, I'm also from Jain. I'm an ex-Jain student, alumni of Jain school. Yeah.
You are the product of Jain, and you're showing that the Jain group is taking so much interest in giving society such beautiful individuals. talented individuals, creative people.
Absolutely. So it's wonderful to see that, I've only seen one aspect. So, when you see the extended family of Jane, it's nice to see that. So one thing that I've seen a lot in college, when I was in college, was there's a lot of, focus given on culture, on values,
Yes.
on those kind of things. So how important is it for children to learn about their own culture and cultures of the world?
Very, very true. Nupur. See, uh, at JPS, what we do is we celebrate all festivals.
Hmm.
See, all festivals are celebrated with equal enthusiasm and devotion.
Hmm.
Okay, and because of this, students learn about different cultures, food, dressing habits, many things, dressing habits and other things about our states, our Indian states. And we organize food festivals and many exhibitions and fairs where they can showcase their talents, you
Hmm.
know and they enjoy making, our students enjoy making, they have made also the puppets for their shows. They narrate stories from Panchatantra, Jataka tales, Ramayana, Mahabharata. See, all these things, we should be, these are our roots. We have
Right.
to be really firmly sitting on our roots first, and then only we can see the whole world.
Right.
Isn't it? Our vision can be bigger when once we are strong, firmly seated with our culture, our traditions.
Hmm.
And with along with these festivals, our national festivals are really, really, happening place at JPS.
Hmm.
Independence Day, Republic Day, and they take part in fervor that, and they have the patriotism in them, that we need to inculcate all these things with the students, and our students take pride in being Indian.
Right.
They take pride in being Indian,
Hmm.
and that's why these celebrate. All the festivals are celebrated.
Okay.
And then, because of all these things, our students learn to respect our country and its resources. So we are doing that, giving them the training that how we can use our resources in a proper way so that it lasts for a long time.
Hmm.
And all these activities they create belongingness.
Right.
Whatever the resources are there, it's all mine, and why will I harm, why will I destroy my own things, my own resources?
Hmm.
Yeah? So it creates a belongingness in them. These are the activities, and then we know that our future is secured in our students hands because we are training them.
Right.
Yeah? These activities help students to develop keenness of observation and balanced outlook towards life.
Lovely. Ma'am, one question that I have for you is, now we're speaking about, the future and everything. Right now we're in the middle of a pandemic and a lot of things changed in the last 1 year. We also saw that the job markets changed, the perception that people had about having a single skill, these kind of things changed a lot. People who had multiple skills actually benefited a lot during the pandemic. So my question to you is, how do you see jobs or the necessary skills, etc., changing in the future? Is it going to be practically the same, or do you see a big difference in how people are going to be valued for their skills in the future?
There's a few, entire thing is going to be changed. The whole marketplace is going to change, and it's already changing. We are seeing that
Hmm.
now. Technology has come into picture,
Hmm.
and as I said earlier, that it is just not the certificates may take students up to a certain level, that is up to, okay, so and so is qualified, and they can be called for the interview, but what gets them employment is their acquired skills and values.
Right.
Okay, so this is very, very important. And as we can say that, we have to, in our education system, we have to include music, art, aesthetics. They have to become as important as math, science, and technology. only then, automatically, I should say today is the right day to talk about it, Women's Day, we say. See,
Right.
Women's Day, that's fine. But when we see life, finer aspects of life are as important as survival.
Right.
Hmm? So when in the education system, when we are including, we are equating music, art, and other uh, dance, aesthetics, they all become as important as the regular subjects like mathematics and
Hmm.
science and social studies.
Right.
Now, then automatically feminine will find expression in society.
Hmm.
We have come to a place where technology has created a space where men and women can participate equally.
Correct.
There is no gender bias here.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's just that there should be a fragile expression of who we are,
Hmm.
just not learning about mathematics or science or this thing. Of course, they are very, very important. But along with that, having skills is very, very important. Only the skilled one will get employed, not the
So,
one having just the certificates.
right. And absolutely, you're absolutely right, because having multiple skills always helps. Coming to that, what kind of life skills do you think will make somebody stand out in the future? What are the kind of personality or life skills that people need to develop or children need to develop?
Now, at present, I can say only one thing very important is technology.
Hmm.
You know, they have to be good at it. They have to. There is no other way.
Hmm.
Along with that, this is one thing, and along with that, as I said, they have to be creative.
Hmm.
They have to be creative. It is not that this is the skill which I am telling you, you learn, and no. And they have to have that, develop the habit of it's not, creativity means it's not creating new things all the time.
Hmm.
it,
Hmm. Hmm.
Creativity is an extension of what you already know.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
it's very important being creative in whatever we are doing. It may be the same thing, but you do it in a creative different way, so you stand a chance better than the other person.
Hmm. Hmm.
You have to better yourself each time.
Right. Right. Right.
So that is one thing. And I should say now, technology, I said, nowadays it is, they are saying that, from class 6, you have to have coding, they have to do this. Yes, along with that, I say, being from the rural area, where we are, farming, that agriculture is very, very important.
Hmm.
Growing food without chemical fertilizers. And
Right.
only an educated person can do all this.
Hmm.
It, it is really, really very important that we grow good food.
Hmm.
So, organic farming is another skill that our children should take it up. Our
Right.
children, especially Jain public school students, should take it up.
Hmm. All right. Um, Ma'am, in your during the online classes and all of that, we had to make a big shift. So definitely technology played a big, big, big role there. And what was most important was how the teachers and the whole system adapted. It seemed like they did it almost overnight. Of course, there were hitches in the initial times, and people had to adapt. Right now, in this online era, how much scope did you have to push children to do these extracurricular activities, or take up other skills beside academics? How much scope did it allow, and how did you guys go about that? Because definitely it's an important part of the way of teaching at jail.
Nupur, this was a big, big challenge for us. Online learning, a huge challenge,
Right.
because see, first of all, I should say that
Right.
our teachers, or like everyone, all of us, we were not used to this kind of talking, or this kind of, we did not know at all 1 year back. It was different, and our teachers had to learn from the beginning. And I must appreciate our teaching staff and admin staff also, how quickly we learned, very, very quickly. And the way they showed their interest, and they
Right.
demonstrated their skills, they became a huge thing. And in matter of just 1 or 2 weeks, I think, we took, and they learned the entire secrets of online learning, online teaching, both learning and teaching. And second challenge for us was the net connectivity in our area. See, in city, it is just very normal. But when it is in the villages and remote corners of our places over here, rural Karnataka, it was so tough. And I appreciate parents here. Really, hats off to them. How they have managed to provide the students mobile and net connectivity. It's just, I cannot express it in words now, because they are traveling, they're sitting somewhere on top, and they're even teachers, because they had to vacate the houses here, they had to move away to their places, and there is no net connectivity there. They're sitting on top of a hill, they are teaching. All these things we have faced. This is something um, very new to us, and but we took it up as a big challenge, and we overcome it. Like children did participate in many extracurricular activities. Now, how did we do that? Extracurricular activities, that was very interesting. What we did, that whole month was given to students, the classes, particular classes. Now today, seventh standard will do all these things. Now they enacted online, they showed their talents, they sang, and they recited rhymes, they did computer, all the subjects. As I said, we integrated the subjects during this time. Hmm? How, like a story, like a movie, they did it. When their turn came, they did online presentation, and we called guests, just like normal programs happen in the school. We made this screen as our stage, and it was really very good programs, what teachers have given, what students have given. All extracurricular activities which we used to do in the school premises, they have done it online. Isn't it interesting? It was a challenge, and but we learned it. We learned.
So what I was saying was, it is really commendable that despite the challenges that the parents had or the children had, they actually were able to go forward and continue with the classes and everything. And now we are in a space where we are preparing for examinations. The exams are around us, and there is a sort of I wouldn't say fear, but there is some sort of nervousness amongst parents and children as well, whether the online platform has prepared them enough for the exams or not. What is your take on that?
Actually, now for the past 1 week, I'm having open house meetings with parents.
Mm-hmm.
So many parents have expressed their views on this. Whether are our students ready to write the examination? Because what we are doing is, from 6th standard to 9th standard, we are calling them to school premises, alternate days. One day 6th standard, one day 7th standard, like that we are calling students to write the examination. Because whatever said and done, online learning did happen, and did happen in a very nice manner. But what has happened is, their writing skill is lagging behind now. They have learned, they know the concept, they know what it is, they know the answers, but the skill of writing is lagging behind. They have lost touch. That they have not done that in the house. So parents are really they have this apprehension that what will they do when they come to write the examination. What I'm telling them, let us see what they are going to do. See, pandemic situation was only 1 year. Rest of the years, what were they doing? They were writing, right? So children are like sponge. They can do anything, they can take anything, they can grasp anything, and they can reproduce. They are able to do it. It's just a matter of little time. So we have reduced the syllabus, and then 30% of the syllabus has been reduced. And what we are doing is, we are segregating the examination into two parts. One is objective type, and one is subjective type. Objective type is online. For they are going to that is especially till 5th standard, from 1st standard to 5th standard, they are going to do something called objective type examination, where it is just they have to tick mark. Okay. So that is on Google form, and it is very easy for them. There is no problem. Here, what we want to know is that has the child understood the concept? If the child has understood the concept, automatically the correct answer is given there. Okay. So this is one part. And then next part in the afternoon, same day afternoon, they are going to attempt open textbook examination, OTB. Okay, so open textbooks, they can refer any textbook and they can write the answers. But at the same time, parents have to give them such an atmosphere where they are seated like as if they are sitting in the classroom. Today also, I was telling a parent that, usually teachers are moving around in the classroom when the students are writing exam. Now, mother or father has to do that. This is one thing very, very important. Now, parents are the invigilators till 5th standard.
Right.
So they scan the answer sheets and upload it on their Google Classroom. And of course, our teachers are they are very, very efficient. They are going to correct it online. Online corrections will happen, and this is how examination is going to happen till 5th standard. From 6th to 9th, they will come to school premises, and as usual, they are going to write for 3 hours.
Okay. So, ma'am, in this situation, like in the last 1 year, there's been a lot of talk about children's and even adults, for that matter, about mental health.
Yes.
Okay. Since we've all been sitting at home, there's so much uncertainty, there's a lot of pressure, and kids are constantly in front of the systems. So there has been a lot of talk on mental health. How important do you think it is to educate children about actual mental health issues and how to seek help and these kind of aspects? How important are they at a school level?
Okay. Very, very important. And this is our 4th point. As I said, 5 aspects. This is the 4th aspect of our school. Very important is wellness of students. It is just not mental wellness. First, you see, our vision, our school vision is that students should be physically fit, mentally strong, and spiritually uplifted. This is our vision. So wellness is looked into very, very seriously. Under physical wellness segment, we do offer our students various sport activities. See, it may be physical, but it leads to mental fitness as well.
Right.
Various sports activities, as I said in the beginning, that we do have the best sport facility in our campus, international level sports facility. And our students excel in volleyball, cricket, and athletic events.
Right.
And they have won trophies at national and international level too.
Right. Lovely.
We take up, not only cricket and volleyball, we take up rugged games like kabaddi and kho-kho, which are very popular with our students. And karate, martial arts, I should say. They are champions and they have gone to international level as well.
Wow.
Karate, And one more thing I would like to say here is they participate in something called Shramdan. Where it is Shramdan, you are donating your strength. Shram means not strength, I should say, your effort. Effort you are giving it. For what? Once a week they are doing it. This is for the keeping our surroundings clean and neat. They plant, they do all these activities. They love this activity. They take pride in keeping the school area clean. This keeps them and they makes them develop respect for our environment. From kindergarten to 10th standard, students participate in this with full enthusiasm. And to make them strong, we are, whether physically or mentally, to make them strong, we offer them NCC. It's introduced in our school to bring in self-discipline among students. NCC is there. And then our students are taught to manage their mental well-being. They learn to manage themselves, their emotions, their energy levels through yoga, pranayama, and meditation. They're taught to keep their mental hygiene just like their dental hygiene.
Right.
Lot of importance is given to develop good interpersonal relationships. Very important to feel safe, mentally safe, interpersonal relationship. No one can be successful unless they learn to maintain good relationship with elders, with their younger ones, and with their peer group.
Right.
They learn to care and share because of this.
Hmm.
This is it. Mental wellness. We are at it. We take it very, very seriously.
Ma'am, now that you know what Hoopsters does and what we are all about, how do you think a platform like Hoopsters is beneficial to schools? How can a platform like Hoopsters be beneficial to children, whether it is preparing them for future, whether it is any aspect?
See, platform like Hoopsters, it's so amazing that I can share my views, I can share my thoughts, I can share my work with everyone around. So nice. It's not only me as principal. Now, as you have just mentioned, that students can write, students can debate, students also can express themselves, and it's very important that interaction with others. We learn from others.
Correct.
It's very important for children and
Right.
important for us also. When I am sharing, and I learn from others too, right?
Correct.
So, beautiful platform. Hoopsters is giving us a very, very, brilliant place to share our views.
Right. And
Thank you for that.
our pleasure. Actually, the thing is, we just want to hear as many stories as possible because, at the end of the day, stories inspire. Whether it is a student story or whether it is a school story or a parent story. That's why all our interactions are based on real life stories. So we have a contest called Super Hoopers where we talk about children who are doing something interesting. Maybe it could be some invention, it could be some social initiative, it could be some some achievement of the child. They can write about that to us. Then we have Super Moms and Dads, where they can write about the odds that they've overcome to raise their children or something fantastic that they're doing as parents. And lastly, we definitely have schools because they play a big role in nurturing children to think like this.
Yes.
So anything that the school is doing, that is also we want them to share that with us because that is where the inspiration comes from. When we see that somebody is doing it, hopefully one more will incorporate it or maybe two more, and it goes around. That is the whole idea of Hoopsters.
Definitely, we are going to take it up, and our children will be very enthusiastic to participate in this.
I hope so. I hope they're all listening to me right now. So please, guys, log in and please submit your stories. Okay.
They are going to do that. They are going to do that.
Lovely, ma'am. Thank you. Now I have one last question for you. In maybe 4 or 5 lines, tell us why your school is the best.
Why my school is the best? That's what I'm saying. Now we are giving value-based education. We are good at skill development, which is very, very important. And one more important thing, one more aspect which I would like to say is that empowering girl child.
Yes.
Actually, today is the right day to talk about this. As I mentioned earlier, many students come from rural background. You are saying that 4 or 5 sentences, but I cannot finish like that because so much work.
No, absolutely.
And we felt the need to empower girls in many areas.
Right.
Special workshops for them where they learn about menstruation and hygiene. We train them on yoga postures to keep themselves fit during these troubled days.
Right.
And then they are into martial arts like karate and taekwondo for self-defense. Apart from this, we do conduct a lot of dynamic activities for them to come out of their shyness. We enroll them to NCC training and make them tough. Lot of quizzes and debates are organized for them to speak up their mind and develop leadership qualities.
Right.
This is one more specialty of us. And then, of course, I said wellness of students, we take it very, very seriously. That's why we are very special. And the next point is communication. How our students, this is very interesting. Don't tell me that, for 2 sentences you have to finish.
No, you can go on. No problem.
Okay. Now, I tell my students, if you can communicate, you win the world.
True.
And and individuals' communication skills and leadership skills, which are correlated, can distinguish and make and mark the journey of one's achievements.
Right.
People are under the impression that speaking fluent English is good communication. But I tell my students, English, Kannada, Hindi, or anything, they are all languages. Communication and leadership are skills to be acquired. They can be learned and developed. Communication works for those who work at it. Communication should be such that it connects with people so that the relationships grow meaningful. See why our school is unique. Because we really require all these things, interpersonal skills, interpersonal relationships.
Correct.
So an effective communication happens when we make the other person understand our intent and vision for the self and the work we do.
Right.
We conduct various workshops for students as well as teachers to improve on their communication skills. Okay, and last I want to say, okay, you are saying we should finish it. Now with these other 5 aspects, one more thing I would like to say, which we follow, that is from the ancient text. It goes like this in Sanskrit. Okay, see, this is about how the learner learns.
Right.
It goes like this: Acharyat Padamadatte. Means Padam means 1/4. 1/4 of the learning in learner's life is taught by teachers. 1/4. Padam Shishya Swamedhaya means 1/4 the student learns himself or herself. Our own, like Swami Vivekananda says, whatever you want to do, it's already there. It's just that you have to take out the outer cover. We learn by ourselves.
Right.
Padam Acharya Padamadatte Padam Shishya Swamedeya Padam Sa Brahmacharibhyo means 1/4 the student learns from his or her peer group. So taking this into consideration, we have a lot of group activities where they develop, being with the group and leadership skills, personality development, everything happens here. And last, they say, the shloka says that Padam Kala Kramenahi, time teaches them everything.
Correct.
Okay, so teacher's job is only 1/4. And we are doing it the best. That's why we are unique.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was great to talk to you. And it's nice to see all the kids are here, which is fantastic. And I hope to have more interactions with you like this, whether it is through your submissions on Hoopsters or whether we have any other interview in the future, or once we, interact when schools reopen and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for taking time to talk to us.
Thank you so much, Nupur. Thank you. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Pleasure. My pleasure too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Please log on to hoopsters.in. Send us all your stories, okay? All right. All right. Bye, guys. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye-bye.